So anyways, going back to my parents, when I decided I didn't want to go to school anymore, my mom was really upset because she like just looked at it as like me throwing away an opportunity, right? I got into a good school, you know, was on the path and was just like going to throw it away. And so she was like, okay, if you're going to do this, you're going to live on your own. You're going to pay rent. You got to get your own insurance. Like it was like,
you were off the tip.
It was off, like boom, done. I was like, okay. And luckily I had some paying sponsors. So I was like, all right. So I started like budgeting, was just like, how much is health insurance? How much is rent?
Yeah, because you're going to have to have health insurance.
Yeah. And so I started doing, I was like, okay. And I sat down. I was like, I could make this work. So I was like, all right. So like I paid rent at home for like a couple months. And then I found another place to live that was cheaper. Like literally like a mile away. It was like not even a mile away, but it was like at a buddy's house.
Yeah.
And my dad was kind of like, hey, listen, like your mom's really upset. You know, whatever you do, just do it. Do it 110%. Like don't half-ass it. I was like, okay. So
I'm gonna full ass this thing.
100% ass. Yeah. But yeah, so like it was kind of a wild ride, but like, you know, amazing life lesson because it was like, okay, like if I'm going to give up this awesome opportunity, you know, at college to get a degree and have a kick-ass job that I'm sure I would have enjoyed, you know, I gotta learn how to live on my own. So they taught me in like, you know, the tough love kind of way, but they taught me how to like budget and live and stuff. So it wasn't like the arms wide open, like, yes, we'll support you through this journey. But like, you know, eventually as things got better and progressed and stuff.
And proved yourself.
And eventually I moved to North Carolina and was able to buy a house out there and stuff. Like, I think they kind of like realized like, hey, like this is going good.
This is a career.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not just some side weird thing.
Yeah. So it was a long road to get there. But like, you know, I mean, like I said, like in a traditional, you know, family, it's like, you know, throwing away a college tuition or whatever, or like that's a lot, you know? Yeah. So it was a big risk for me because, you know, for one, I didn't want to throw away something that was like awesome, like a college degree. And then two, like disappoint your parents. Like nobody wants to do that. So it was a bit of a gamble, you know, but I can honestly say it's paid off. Like I'm happy with the choice. I've done well in the career, you know, like done some awesome things that I don't think I'd ever be able to do if it wasn't for the bike. And yeah.
So going back, you're 18, 19 years old, you move out, you got a couple paid sponsorships. Mm-hmm. Like back then, what were you making? You got third in the X Games. What were you really making a year?
Not much. Like that would have been 97.
Yeah.
I don't think I was making more than like 25,000 a year.
So you're just like a bike bum.
Yeah.
Just one thing to the next.
I was renting a room for $300 a month.
Right.
You know,
and you were getting to do what you love.
Eating. I mean, I would cook the massive amounts of just spaghetti, you know, and just drinking chocolate milk every night. You know, it was like, I didn't need much. Like I really didn't need much to survive, you know, and then gas for my car.
Youth is the best, man.
Oh, it was awesome. Like I had it so good. I really screwed up. I should have stayed there for a while.
So when did you feel like things were getting serious?
Probably when I had to pay my first tax bill.
Ouch. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I got that call and it was like thousands and thousands of dollars because I didn't have myself set up to make money.
Yeah, of course.
You know, so another learning lesson was like, so I have to pay a portion of this.
You're just doing things.
Yeah. So
you're like, wait a minute, you'll pay me to ride this bicycle?
Yeah. And I was getting paid as an independent contractor. So there was no taxes being taken out.
Yeah.
I was responsible for that. So like all of a sudden it was just like, by the way, that whole year of income you made, we're going to take our cut. And so that's when I kind of realized, I was like, dang. So I got to get incorporated. I got to do all this other stuff. And like,
oh, so you didn't even have like your own little business set up?
No, I was just rolling. Just like checks were coming in. Like, yeah,
put that shit in the bank.
Yeah, straight up. Like just like watching it stack. And it was just like, ouch. So I need to write a check for how much? So then like, that's when I kind of knew I was like, okay, I need to get more serious about this. I mean, that's just the financial side, but like really once I started kind of traveling internationally, you know, like 98, 99, stuff started coming up where people were buying my tickets to go to like Japan, you know, like Europe. And it, you know, it just started snowballing, you know, X Games really started highlighting myself, you know, a couple of the key athletes and just really pushing us hard. So, and that made for more opportunities for sponsorships and stuff like that. And so kind of like the late 90s, early 2000s were really like just a wild time.